evening. My name's Lee. My wife's sitting out there saying, same haircut. Same hair. My name's Lee Ollinger, and memories are a powerful thing. I've been able to sit there this evening and hear memories, and I'm appreciative of what the team at East has done under Corey's leadership to put this evening together. I'm really happy to be able to share memories from my years at East High School as a 1976 graduate. One of those memories, Dave Erickson mentioned it a little bit, is to be an Appleton East Patriot graduating in 1976, our nation's bicentennial. It was pretty special to be a Patriot, and that certainly covered our whole graduating year, the bicentennial year. That's a powerful memory. I also wanted to share with you, I had 3 sisters that went through East, and I asked them recently, I said I had a chance to say a few words, what would they like me to share with them? Some of their fond memories and maybe funny stories from their time at East High School. My sister Mary was a year ahead of me in the class of 75, and she can be glad she was a year ahead of me instead of a year behind me, and I'll get to that later. But she has very fond memories, she said, of my experience being in the marching band with Mr. Jacobs. Marching in the city parades was a lot of fun. The whole school was into square dancing because Mr. Hussey made it a blast. And some of us remember Mr. Hussey and square dancing. I do. My sister Ann, class of 79, one memory that will never diminish in her memory is how she froze her blank off during the Christmas parade in nylons and a short band skirt. Even 3 layers of nylons didn't cut the mustard, she says. Mr. Jacobs would never admit it was really that cold on the East practice field. But one Christmas parade, while his band waited on College Avenue, proudly he stood in front of his band with a smile and a little bit of a grimace on his face and announced loudly through his blowhorn, "Now this is cold." We all smiled and marched on. And finally, our youngest sister, Amy, who graduated in '84, some memories are going on the orchestra trip out to Colorado and cheerleading at the boys' state basketball tournament 2 years in a row. I didn't realize that. Most stunning memory for her, though, was that we had smoking doors for the students here at East High School back in those days. And we did. So on to my memories of East High School real briefly. I'm going to start with a few words. Railroad, plank, Manitowoc, Coop, Lake Park, State Park. Some of you will know those names. Now I'm going to get to how they're a memory for me, an important memory for me and who I am today. It was my sophomore year. In my pre-high school years, I had some promise, but I spent a lot of time as an administrative intern as I got to know principals from every elementary school I was at up through middle school. And my sophomore year at East didn't start too much differently than that. My best friend, who lived in our neighborhood, was on the cross-country team here at East, and he thought it'd be a good idea if I came out. So midway through the season, I came out my sophomore year. There was only 3 years of school at East at that time, sophomore, junior, and seniors, and joined the cross-country team, knowing a little bit about what I was getting into, but not a whole lot. We went on our warm-up run, which was around the golf course and back before the workout. I made it to Madison Middle School. Unfortunately, Coach Perez was nearby in a car, because that's as far as I made it, was to Madison Middle School. And I got a ride back. I think that was the extent of my workout that day. So things didn't start all that well, but Coach Perez stuck with me. And I don't know that he even knew he stuck with me, but after I didn't really go out for track my sophomore year either. I overslept for our first cross-country meet at Fort Atkinson and didn't even make the bus, so missed that entirely. So not a real auspicious start to my running career. And as I mentioned, I was a student that struggled a bit in terms of being focused in the classroom. Well, fast forward to after track season that year, and Coach Perez was taking a group of us, of runners, down to the Lakefront Marathon down in Milwaukee. And again, my best friend was going along. I figured I'll tag along on that. Well, I think the shortest distance you could run was the half marathon. And I don't think I had run over 6 or 7 miles before that, but I was 15, I could do it, right? And lo and behold, I did it. And about halfway through the run, I thought it started to feel pretty good. Fast forward later to the words that I talked to you, railroad, plank, Manitowoc, and Coop, because those were the roads that we ran on after school through all the winter months of the rest of my years at East High School. And that really shaped who I was, and those are special memories for me. Those roads on those days were truly country roads. As soon as you left the East Campus, you were essentially in the country when you headed out that way. And we spent many very, very cold winter days running out on those roads, and we didn't miss. So much so that I started out, like I said, 15. When I was 25, I finished 4th in the Atlanta City Marathon with a time of 2 hours and 30 minutes. So that memory, and that's certainly something I'm proud of, but I wouldn't have done that had I not had somebody here in my high school years, in some ways, figuratively grab a hold of me and say, this is something you can do. That brought focus to me. I took every science class they had to offer at East. I loved science, but that running allowed me to focus in science classrooms. I learned to write here at East High School. I certainly was writing beforehand, but Mrs. Gilbertson, who was one of our writing instructors here, was exceptional. And I can say from my science instruction here and my writing instruction that college certainly was a whole lot easier because I certainly had very, very challenging courses. But it was the running that allowed me to gain my focus and attend in the classroom. So we never know what it's going to take for any of us to realize our potential. And I certainly started out at East High School as certainly a work in progress, and I certainly emerged as a work in progress, but as many students that enter East High School, we have troubled waters and challenges and as we enter high school. And I have to say that East provided that bridge to my future by providing that opportunity. So it's through running and through academics. So it's with great pleasure that I get to conclude my remarks tonight by introducing Dan Van Sickle, Director of the Easterners, for what has become the staple for East graduations, very appropriately, Bridge Over Troubled Waters. Following this performance by the Easterners, there also is one more special message, and we'll watch that at that point. Thank you.